Hello all, my name is Sujan George and welcome to this lecture series of surveying. In my previous video, we had discussed about setting out simple curve by Rankine's method of deflection angles. In that, we had derived the formula for deflection or tangential angles. Today, we will be solving an example on the same method. The problem statement is given over here. Two tangents intersect at chain edge 1250 meters. The angle of intersection is 150 degree. Calculate all data necessary for setting out a curve of 250 meter radius by the deflection angle method. The peg intervals may be taken as 20 meters. Now it is telling you to calculate by the deflection angle method. Now in many papers it could be calculated by the Rankine's method. In other paper it could be calculated by the deflection angle method. So it is one and the same thing itself. So what is given to you over here? Two tangents, they intersect at chain edge 1250 meters. This means that suppose this is one tangent and this is another tangent. So this is one curve to these tangents. So the starting of the curve is known as point of curve PC. The two tangents where they intersect, it is known as the point of intersection PI, and the curve where it ends, it is known as the point of tangent, that is PT. So here two tangents intersect at chain edge 1250 means this chain edge of PI, it is given to you. It is given as 1250 meters because it is saying two tangents intersect at chain edge 1250 meters. So they intersect at this point. Hence chain edge of PI is given as 1250 meters. The angle of intersection is 150 degree. So angle of intersection is this angle. This angle is given as 150 degree. But we need this external deflection angle delta. This external deflection angle delta has to be found out. So what will this angle be? This delta will be equal to, this is a straight line, so it will be equal to 180 degree minus 150 degree, that comes out to 30 degree. So this deflection angle, or you can call it as the external deflection angle delta, is equal to 30 degree. This is important. So if angle of intersection is given, then you have to find the value of this external deflection angle. Okay, but if simply external deflection angle is already given, then you have to take the value as it is. Calculate all necessary data for setting out a curve of 250 meter radius. So this curve, it has a radius of this r is equal to 250 meters. Here also this radius is equal to 250 meters. By the deflection angle method, that is by Rankine's method of deflection angles. The peg intervals may be taken as 20 meters. Now in this case, peg interval is equal to the chord length itself. This peg interval is equal to the chord length itself, that is equal to 20 meters. Now what is this 20 meter? This is actually the total length of a chain. Okay, this is the total length of the chain, that is 20 meters. The chain could be of 20 meters length, it could be of 30 meters length also. So in many questions, the peg intervals may be taken as 30 meters also. Okay, and if this is not mentioned, the peg interval value is not mentioned, then you can assume it as 20 meters or 30 meters. It is up to you, because this peg interval is equal to one full chord length, that is equal to full chain length, that is equal to, that may be either 20 meter or 30 meter. Okay. So based on these given parameters, we have to solve the numerical. We have to set out this simple curve by deflection angle method. So how to proceed for this? Now first, we need to calculate the tangent length. Now first step is to calculate the tangent length. So what is tangent length? This distance between PC to PI and the distance between PI to PT, both are same. That is known as the tangent length. So here we know the formula for tangent length is given as capital T is equal to R into tan delta by 2. Now here R is the radius. Radius is given. This radius is given as 250 meters and delta value is given as 30 degrees. Okay, so this will be 250 tan 30 degree by 2. On solving this, the value approximately comes out to 67 meters. Next, we have to calculate the length of curve. That is small l. This is the curve. This curve length small l from PC to PT. We have to find out. So the formula for length of curve is given as pi r delta upon 180 degree. Again here r and delta are the same, have the same values. That is pi into 250 into 30 degree upon 180 degree. So here the value of length of curve after calculating this, it comes out to 130.9 meter. Okay. Next we have to calculate is the chainage of PC. Okay, this is the chainage of PC. Let us call this as point T1. So this chainage of PC T1, that is chainage of T1 we have to find out. So this will be equal to, this chainage of PC will be equal to, we know the chainage of PI. The chainage of PI value is known to us. To this chainage of PI, if we subtract this tangent length, we will get the chainage of PC. So this is equal to chainage of PI minus this tangent length T. Chainage of PI minus tangent length, you will get the chainage of PC. So chainage of PI is given as 1250 minus tangent length is given as 67. So this chainage of PC value, it comes out to 1183 meters. Next, we need to find the chainage of PT. That is this PT, that is the point of tangent. Let us call this PT as point T2. Okay, this is point T2. So chainage of PC will be what now? PT. Chainage of PT will be chainage of PC plus this length of curve. Plus the length of curve will give you the chainage of PT. So this is chainage of PC plus this length of curve, that is small l. So this value will be 1183 plus length of curve is given as 130.9. So it comes out to 1313.9 meters. The chainage of PT comes out to 1313.9 meters. Now this is the most important part. We have to determining number of chords. See, as this curve, we have to set out this curve. So we need to find number of chords to set out the curves. 1 chord, 2 chord, 3 chord, 4, 5, 6. How many chords are there? That we have to find out. So how to do that? So in order to find out or determine the number of chords, let us make a systematic drawing of the curve itself. Now here, this curve, let us say that it starts from here and it ends somewhere here. Okay, so this is the starting point. Let us call this as T1, and this is the ending point. Let us call this as T2. Okay, so in between this T1 and T2, this total is the length of the curve. Between T1 to T2, it is the length of the curve. That is this small l. Now we need to determine how many chords are required to set out this simple curve. Okay, so here if we need to find out the length of initial subchord. Now this length of initial subchord, if we need to find out, let us call that initial subchord as C1. Okay, now C1 will start from where? It will start from here. Okay, so this is actually what? This is T1. What is the chainage of PC T1? That is given as 1183 meters. Okay, so we'll round off this 1183 to the nearest 10th digit. Okay, we'll round it off to the nearest 10th digit. So the nearest 10th digit is 1190. Okay, after 1183, the nearest 10th digit will be 1190. To this 1190, we'll subtract this chainage of PC, that is 1183. Okay, to this we'll subtract the chainage of PC, that is 1183. So this will be equal to the length of initial subchord, and this value it comes out to 7.0 meters. Okay, so here this C1 value, suppose this is C1, suppose this length is C1, so this length is the initial subchord C1, and it is equal to 7 meters. Okay, let us call this as point A. Let us call this as point A. Now we need to find the other chords, other full chords. Now the length of curve this length of curve, that is small l, is given as how much? It is given as 130.9 meters. Okay, and what is the peg interval? Peg interval or the chord length? You can call it as the full chord length. Full chord length, that is capital L, is given as 20 meters. See, here it is given as the full chord length is equal to 20 meters. So we need to find the number of chords that is required to fulfill it. So number of chords, or you can say number of full chords, this will be equal to small l upon capital L, that is 130.9 divided by 20. This value comes out to 6.5. Let us assume it as 6 numbers. If the value is 6.1, still you have to take it as 6. If the value comes out to 6.9, still you have to take it as 6 only. You need not change it to 7. Okay, so whatever value is like 6 point something, so the number should be equal to 6 itself. Okay, this thing you have to keep in mind. So as this number of full chords, it comes out to 6. Let us mark over here 6 chords, each of 20 meters length. Suppose this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. Okay, so let's call this as points B, C, D, E, F and G. Point G. Now these are the full chords. Let us also make these full chords over here. We'll join all these points. Okay, so this is, suppose these are the 6 full chords. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let us call them as C2, C3, C4, C5, C6 and C7. Okay, because the first chord is the initial subchord and that length came out to 7 meters. Then the number of full chords required is 6. So these are C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. All are 6 in number. So each is having length of 20 meters. Each full chord is having length of 20 meters. Okay. Now what we are assuming over here, we are assuming that length of curve is equal to the length of chord itself. Okay, that is this total length of curve from T1 to T2 will also be equal to this length of the chords. This we had discussed in the derivation. In the previous video we had discussed this. So this length of curve is equal to length of chord, and we calculated the number of full chords as 6. Hence, total length of full chords will be equal to what? See, one full chord is of 20 meter length and there are 6 numbers of full chords. So that will be equal to 6 into 20, that is equal to 120 meters. See, these are 6 numbers and each is of 20 meters. So 20 into 6 is 120. Okay. So means from T1 till this point G, from T1 to G, what is the length of the curve that we got? From T1 to G, the length of chord that we got is, this is 7, and from A to G it is 120. So this came out to 127 meters. Okay, but what is the total length of the curve? The total length of the curve, that is from T1 to T2. This T1 to T2 value is given as, that is the length of curve. This length of curve is given as 130.9 meter. So this is given as 130.9 meter. Hence, a final subchord is also required over here. And what will be that length of the final subchord? So, length of final subchord it will be equal to, let us call it as this final subchord is between G, T2. This is between G and T2. So let us call this as subchord C8. Let us call this as subchord C8, and this C8 will be equal to this total 130.9 minus this 127. 130.9 minus 127, and this value, it comes out to 3.9 meters. Okay, so C8 value, it comes out to 3.9 meters. Okay, so we have got here the number of chords. So how many number of chords are there here? See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there are total 8 chords. In this, C1 is actually the initial subchord, which is equal to 7 meters. From C2 till C7, C2 will be equal to C3, equal to C4, equal to C5, equal to C6, equal to C7. These are 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 numbers of full chords we got. 6 numbers of full chord we got, and all these full chords are equal to 20 meters. All these full chords are equal to 20 meters. And again, one last chord, that is the final subchord, is there, and this final subchord is equal to 3.9 meters. This final subchord value, it is equal to 3.9 meters. Okay, so here we have determined the number of chords. Next, we have to calculate the tangential or deflection angles. Next step is to calculate the tangential or deflection angles. So that is the sixth step, to calculate tangential angles. Now we know the formula for tangential angle is given as del is equal to 90C upon pi r, and here this will be in degrees. Okay, here what is C? C is the, here where C is the chord length in meters, and what is R? R is the radius of curve, again in meters. Okay, so we know the chord length. Okay, chord length for each chord we have derived over here. Okay, so each chord will have different tangential angles. See, this, suppose this is chord C1. So this chord C1 will have a tangential angle. Okay, and this tangential angle, this del 1 we have to calculate. Okay, similarly here there will be a tangential angle, that is del 2. So this del 2 we have to calculate for this chord C2. Again here there will be one tangential angle, suppose this is del 3. Del 3 for this value C3 we have to calculate. So similarly there will be 8 tangential angles that we have to calculate, because there are 8 number of chords. Okay, now let us see how to calculate the tangential angles. So the formula is given as this. So for initial subchord, that is this. See, for initial subchord, when initial subchord is this C1, the length of C1 is given as 7 meters. The length of C1 is given as 7 meters. Okay, so just we have to put this del 1, we have to calculate this value of del 1. So del 1 will be equal to 90 into C1 upon pi r. Now here radius of curve will be common in all the values, in all the formulas. Only thing is that this C value will change. So this will become 90 into 7 upon pi into 250, because radius is given as 250 meters. See, this radius is equal to 250 meters. I'll write it over here. This r is equal to 250 meters. Okay, so this r will be common for each and every value. So this del 1, it comes out to 0 degree 48 minutes 8 seconds. Similarly, we have to calculate the tangential angle for all the full chords. Now full chords, they are from C2 to C8. See, these full chords, they are from C2 till C7. So C2 is equal to C3 is equal to C4 is equal to C5 is equal to C6 is equal to C7. Let us call this as C itself, which is equal to 20 meters. Okay, so here for every C2, C3, C4, there will be del 2, del 3, del 4. Okay, there will, for every C2 there will be this del 2, for C3 there will be del 3, for C4 there will be this del 4. So this will be equal to del 2 equal to del 3 equal to del 4 equal to del 5 equal to del 6 equal to del 7. 6 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it will be equal to 90 into, here C is 20, 90 into C is 20 divided by pi into 250. So this value, it comes out to 2 degree 17 minute 31 seconds. And for the final subchord, the final subchord value C8 is equal to 3.9 meters. So final subchord will be, this tangential angle for the final subchord will be del 8. So del 8 will be equal to 90 into C8 upon pi into R. So 90 into 3.9 upon pi into 250. So this value, on calculating it, comes out to 0 degree 26 minutes 49 seconds. 0 degree 26 minutes and 49 seconds. Okay. So in this we have calculated the tangential angles for each and every subchord or chord length. Now I have told you that there is an arithmetical check that we have to do, whether we have performed it correctly or not. For that there is an arithmetical check, and that check is given as delta by 2 is equal to del 1 plus del 2 plus del 3 plus del 4 plus del 5 plus del 6 plus del 7 plus del 8. Okay, because there is del is from 1 to 8. So this delta by 2 will be equal to del 1 till del 8. Now here this delta is what? This delta is given as this external deflection angle, that is 30 degree. So LHS is equal to delta by 2, that is 30 degree by 2, that comes out to 15 degree. So if this RHS value also adds up to 15 degree, means you have done it correctly. Okay, so let us see the value of RHS, how much it comes out to. Now RHS is delta 1. Delta 1 value is 0 degree 48 minutes 8 seconds. Then from del 2 till del 7, from del 2 to del 7, the value is 2 degree 17 minutes 31 seconds each. And this is how much? These are 6 in numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 6 in numbers because there were 6 full chords. So there will be 6 tangential angles as well. So we will simply do it as plus 6 into this angle, that is 2 degree 17 minute 31 seconds. And final del 8. Del 8 is what? Del 8 is given as 0 degree 26 minute 49 seconds. So on calculating this, the value comes out to 15 degree 0 minutes. Hence LHS is equal to RHS. So checked and found correct. Okay, it is checked and found correct. Now the problem doesn't end over here. After this, we have to set out a table. Okay, we have to set out a table for this. So after this arithmetical check, the 8th number is to set out the table. Now the table is given like this. The table is given like this. Here some columns are there like point, chain age, chord length in meters, tangential angle for each chord, deflection angle, angle to be set, and remarks. Now this table is because this method, that is the Rankine's method, is done with the help of a theodolite. So the tangential angle is calculated, or the theodolite is used with the help of this deflection angles or the tangential angles. So the angle to be set has to be marked out in a table. Okay, now here we will see how this is to be done. Now see, these points will be what? Here the points are given as, this is the points T1, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, T2. So these points we have to write over here. So this is points T1, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and T2. Okay. Now chainage. Now chainage of T1. We had calculated chainage of T1. See, this is the chainage of T1. Sorry, this is the chainage of T1. This value was 1183 meters. So we will write the chainage of T1 as 1183 meters. Now chord length was also calculated. See, this T1A, this T1 to A, the chord length is given as 7 meters. Okay, from T1 to A, the chord length is 7 meters. This row will be blank now. Okay. Next, from A to B, the chord length is 20 meters. From B to C it is 20, C to D 20. Means till G it will be 20 meters. Okay. So all these values will be in 20 meters. And it will be till G. So how many full chords were there? There were 6 full chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 full chords are there, each of 20 meters length. 6 full chords, each of 20 meters. See, these are the full chords. These are the full chords and each is of 20 meter length. And the final subchord, it was of 3.9 meter length. So this final subchord, it is of 3.9 meter length. Now we have to find the chainage of each points. Okay, so how we will find the chainage of each point? For that, this 1183 will be added to this 7. 1183 plus 7. And this value will be written over here. 1183 plus 7, it will come out to 1190 meters. Then this 1190 will be added to this 20. And this value will be written over here. So 1190 plus 20, it comes out to 1210. Then again 1210 plus 20 will be added and this value will be written over here. So this will be 1230. Again 1230 plus 20, this will be 1250. Then 1250 plus 20, it will be 1270. 1270 plus 20, it will be 1290. 1290 plus 20, it is 1310. Then 1310 plus 3.9, it comes out to 1313.9. This value comes out to 1313.9. And this is the chainage of T2. Did we obtain the same value? See, the chainage of T2 we obtained as 1313.9. Okay, hence here also we did a check. The chainage of T2 came out to 1313.9. Now, tangential angle for each chord. Now, for this first chord, that is this chord T1A, okay, the tangential angle del 1 was given as, we calculated the value of del 1 as 0 degree 48 minutes 8 seconds. So again here this will be blank. This tangential angle will be 0 degree 48 minutes and 8 seconds. Now next all the tangential angles, next 6 tangential angle values were given as 2 degree 17 minute and 31 seconds. So next 6 tangential angles are 2 degree 17 minutes 31 seconds. This all values are 2 degree 17 minutes 31 seconds. This is also 2 degree. This is also 2 degree 17 minutes 31 seconds. 2 degree 17 minutes 31 seconds. And this is also 2 degree 17 minutes 31 seconds. So these 6 angles are all 2 degree 17 minutes 31 seconds. And the last, for the final subchord, the tangential angle value was given as 0 degree 26 minutes 49 seconds. So this value is 0 degree 26 minutes and 49 seconds. Okay, so these tangential angle for each chord we have written over here. Next, we have to write the deflection angle. Now deflection, again this row will be blank. So if we need to find the deflection angle. So first this value will be written as it is. Okay, this value will be written as it is. Next deflection angle, it will be equal to, you have to add this value over here. This value has to be added with this and the product has to be written over here. So 0 degree 48 minutes 8 seconds plus 2 degree 17 minutes 31 seconds. This value it comes out to 3 degree 5 minutes 39 seconds. Again this 3 degree 5 minutes 39 seconds will be added to this and the product will be written over here. So this value it comes out to 5 degree 23 minutes and 10 seconds. Again this value will be added to this, so it comes out to 7 degree 40 minutes 41 seconds. This will be added to this, so it comes out to 9 degree 58 minutes 12 seconds. Then this will be added to this, so it comes out to 12 degree 15 minutes 43 seconds. This will be added to this, so it comes out to 14 degree 33 minutes 14 seconds. Then this value will be added to this. So the final deflection angle it comes out to 15 degree 0 minutes. And that is what we got over here. See, the LHS that we got was 15 degree. Okay, the LHS that we got is 15 degree. Same, we got 15 degree over here. This is one more check that you got. Okay, this is also checked and found correct. Now this is actually the angle that has to be set on the theodolite. Okay, this is the actual angle that has to be set on the theodolite. So angle to be set on the theodolite, these values will be copied over here itself. So this will be same as 0 degree 48 minutes, this will be same as 3 degree 5 minutes, same as 5 degree, this will also be same. All the values will be same as the previous value. 3 degree 5 minutes 39 seconds. This will be 5 degree 23 minutes 10 seconds, because this is the angle to be set. Okay, so all the values will be same as the previous value and the final value will be 15 degree. Fine. So all these values you have to write over here. This will again be blank. And in the remarks column, we can write that what was this T1? This T1, it was actually the initial point, and this T2 is the final point. Okay, so we can write here that this T1, it is the initial point of curve, and this T2 is the final point of the curve. Okay, in this way you have to set out the table for the Rankine's method. So this is very simple. I hope it is clear to you. In case of any doubt, you can ask in the chat box. Thank you so much.